Patron, take them away.
Okay guys, hope you're well. I'm gonna go into market on carbon, and I'm doing this for Baldy-Locks, Dusty Bin, and I'm doing it on my small account to show that it's reasonably possible. Now I've sat and worked the bias out, and I've got it for selling. Now the account that I'm going to be using, if I just sort of pull this out of the way, this is the small account. We're going to go in on this. Now, our max bid is 50p because that's what the FTSE allows it, but it should only be 22. But on carbon, if I just sort of start pulling, don't need that sheet anymore, finished with that, because I've actually done the BlackBull this morning. Let me just pull that back up. I should have held it, it would have got a bit extra. Happy days. Anyway, I've done my money off that, and that's pulled that in. So that's the BlackBull account. The links for these accounts, etc., if you want to follow along, are down below. But let me just pull in the small account for here. Don't need my indicators, so we'll get rid of them. What we're interested in is these levels here. Okay, now we can see it's starting to push up, but if you saw from the sheet, it's selling. Now if I pull this in, we'll see that I've already told the guys what it is. Sell, sell, sell. And that's gone in at 5 to 8 this morning. So they already know what's happening. So we'll get rid of that and we'll look at this. One of the beauties of carbon is on this particular account, this is an IG account, by the way, guys, web trader, I use this all the time, is you can use fraction bid sizes, and it's down to 25p. So when we go into market with this, it's only a 25p balance. Now, what we're going to be doing is looking at a candle count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the baseline here. Just draw a little line in so you can kind of see it point to point. So your baseline is roughly there. Okay, change the color of that. It's a bit naff being red. Change it into a nice green. Right, actually it's ready to go. So we'll go deal, and we're just going to go straight into market. Boom, bang. Right, we're in. Now, what I need to do now is figure out where I want to go with this. Well, I want to go onto the next line, which is here. And the reason I went straight to market is because I would have had the order in if I wasn't really opening my mouth, and down it goes. One of the issues with this market is its spread. It's currently on a spread of 10. However, the ATR on this is huge. So the spread it doesn't really come into it at all, to be honest. You have an ATR of over 300 on this. So a spread of 10 is nothing. And what I'm looking to do is just achieve my daily targets on this for this small account. So I'll come into the trade analysis in just a second. Let me show you this. When I get it back up. That's it. Okay. All right. So the trade is in. Right. Let me talk about this small account, because I'm going to spend pretty much all of this year on small accounts. I stepped out of it for a while, and I've had a couple of holidays. I'm going to be traveling a lot this year because I'm getting my time back, and it's something that I want. And this is the beauty of trading. But with most things, trading has to start somewhere. I've been doing this 19 years. By no means rich, but I do okay. you know, and it allows me the freedom to do what I want when I want. So just come back, had a quick jaunt in Turkey. And I've got to give a little salute out to Peter, because one of you guys who follows me actually recognized me in the hotel and came over. And I was like, oh shit. Public eye. And I genuinely feel humbled and privileged that somebody would do that. And it's happening quite more. So maybe this little bobblehead of mine's getting a little bit well known in this community. I don't know. I find it all quite odd. I'm just a strange guy from Durham that happens to do this for a living. Now, the problem with trading is it attracts a lot of morons who think that trading is Lambo land and you put 200 quid in an account and suddenly you're going to be mega rich. Well, anybody who follows the channel knows I've got no time for those people. I think they're all assholes. And if I won't talk to them in the pub, I've got no time for them. And that's the way I am. And a lot of people like that. Some people don't like that. And those who don't like it, well, they can fuck off. It's that simple. You know, I'm not here to entertain them. I'm here to sort of maybe inspire you. That's it. And the inspiration comes from these small accounts. Now, I put 200 quid in it, and my goal is to outbeat the bank. So I set a target of 10%. There's not a bank in the land will pay me 10% in a month. This has already done it. So I'm just tootling along. And the idea is to achieve that on a daily basis. Now, when we go into May, the account goes up, I'll still only be looking for 10%, because 10% on a small balance it's more than doable. So what I'll be doing is I'll be looking at these here. So we'll just copy that. I'm going to put that into there. But now I'm going to stick to the FTSE after this trade, because the FTSE is what it's based on. Now, there you are. That's its summary. In this meantime, we couldn't afford the FTSE when it started, so we had to trade the euro dollar till we got the fund up. Now we can trade the FTSE. But I was talking to Dust and I wanted to help him. So that's what we're doing. Okay, Baldy, so this is for you. And it's carbon. So put that into there. 220, 25%. It's only 25p. So it's going to be carbon. It is the golden eye that we are working on. It is short as per the bias tool. I'm in a good mood. And it is also a continuation. Now, if it fails, I'll change that and I'll come in and I'll start picking that up. But let's have a look, see where we are. Right, so it's gone back to where it is, but we can see the move is pushing down. Why have I put the target here? It's the next barrier. And there's also decent space before it gets to there, so it can travel through that dotted line and actually achieve the target that we're after. Now, if you push this out to an hour, you'll be able to see exactly why that's targeted in such a way. Look at this. That is a huge move, and it is moving its way down. Now, I haven't used a lot of margin to get this. Now, that target is pretty darn small in the grand scheme of things. And we could even pull that target down to here. You know, in fact, I think we will. And what I'll do is I'll just watch it manually. It's going into profit now. And I'll watch it manually to see what happens at this point. Now, if it flares through, brilliant. Now, actually, just pull that up onto the baseline of there. That's like a 30 quid target. Pretty good. 119 pip move. Again, pretty darn good. See what happens. And if I get a tenner out of it, outstanding. Because that's what this is all about. It's about just hitting targets that we predefined. And I only have to do a quid. And it's up to 25p already. It's up to a quarter of it in a few minutes. So, happy days. Let me play this out. and I'll come back to you when it's okay, guys, there you are. Smashed through the barrier. I set the target because it seemed to be struggling in and around here. Now, if I wanted to go back to market, I could. I would just let it reset, come back up here, come back down, watch it break through here, enter again, and get down to there. But I don't need to. Why? Because it's done what it had to do. In fact, it's done a hell of a lot more than it had to do. No positions, no tickets, 775. I'm happy with 775. So what I do is I just take it to here. All I need to do in there, drop 775 in. That's it. Calculates everything for me. And then I'm ready to start again tomorrow. So what's this telling us? I wanted 10% for the month. I'm actually at 14. I've also had quite a lot of time off this month. You know, I haven't really touched this from the 17th. Because I was on holiday. And why not? It was my birthday on the 15th, wedding anniversary on the 12th, so I didn't have to do a lot then either. I do very little in April, and it's also the start of a new tax year. I want to get things ready. But the essence is planning. Everything is in the planning. If I don't plan it, how on earth am I going to survive it? And that's where most people feel. They don't plan, they just gamble, they gamble a bit more, and they think they're on the crest of a wave. They've watched a video with a Lambo in it, good luck with that one, and then they wonder why they're not getting anywhere. Every account is built like this. So if I do 10% every sort of month, suddenly that goes from being a very small account into something meaningful. In fact, I'll show you something. Give me just a second. Because everything I do is in the moment, guys. I don't do any... I don't do quick edits and one thing and another. What you see is what you get. This one started at 200. It's now at 603. Started in January. You might think that's not a lot, but that's solid growth. It's a 201% growth on that account in a few months. Now, it's now at a point of farming profits. Keep an eye on the video for farming profits. Give me a second. It would have helped if I actually switched this over, wouldn't it? Like I said, that one there started with 200 quid. It's at 603, 201 growth, and we're going to farm the profits in May. Now, that video is definitely worth seeing. It'll be out probably this week. So keep an eye on it. And it's how you recycle your profits into something to give you bigger profits. And then within 12 months to 18 months, you probably can be at a living wage. Now, if you're not prepared to do 12 months or 18 months, just give up. This job ain't for you. You're an arsehole and you'll never make it. And I'll tell you why you'll never make it. Because you're going to gamble. Period. You need to give it 12 months, 18 months. And if you can't give that, this job is definitely not for you. And I'm going to be more brutal like that in these videos. I'm getting kicked from pillar to post constantly. And, well, the truth hurts at times. You're not going to make it. And unless you can build an account from bare basics, how on earth can you handle a big account? The amount of people that I get coming to me because I deal a lot with the 5%ers. Oh, if I get that 100k, how can I draw the 100k out? You can't draw the 100k out. It's not yours. It belongs to the 5%ers. You draw the profits you make off the 100k. But there's another caveat. You shouldn't be pricing to 100k either. You never hear me talk about the size of my account. And I'll tell you why. Because it means fuck all. Nothing. It is just buying power. The account is the drawdown. So you hear anybody talk about the size of the account. Look between the lines. You know, they're probably over leveraging, taking way too many trades, and are on a road to ruin. It's the drawdown. Watch the drawdown. Keep your drawdown in check. That account will be very profitable. Likewise with Darwin X, they talk about 2% a month. It is not 2% a month. It's 2% per Darwin, but your actual growth account could be 10, 20, even 40% a month. Again, it's all about the marketing. And in fact, I'll do a video on the marketing, because the marketing in this industry is atrocious. It's absolutely terrible. And there's not one company falls in line with it. They talk the big figures all the time, when really they should be talking about the reality. And I guess that's one of the reasons I like BlackBull. They don't talk about the big figures. They talk about running the account. They do push the 500 to 1, which are one of the few that offer that. But it's not glitz and lights. The prop industry, FTMOs and my Forex funds and all of these things, no wonder they're in trouble, because it's all catching up with them. And it does wind me up. It genuinely does wind me up, because trading is a professional career. It's a job, and it's a job that I genuinely love. I love my job, but I hate the industry. I genuinely do. And sadly, the industry pulls in a lot of people that really shouldn't be trading. Oh, I nearly got on a scruffy rant there. Nearly. And I'm just back off holiday. I should be nice and relaxed. Anyway, so as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.